Hey, what's up guys? It's Styler and today I'll be doing a commentary on this gameplay video that I did 2 days ago actually because today I didn't have that much time to play, so I kind of had to go back and get a older gameplay, and I also needed a longer gameplay because there's a lot of things to talk about in the news section. And I guess well, first I guess I'll just go to the giveaway for a Dr. Pepper coat. And today's question will be which is better, the IR flares or the extinguisher? So all you have to do to be eligible to win the code is just answer that question. Leave your answer in the comment section, and I'll choose a winner tomorrow at around 6 p.m. Eastern time. So look for that. And well, I guess let's get down to the news because there's quite a bit to talk about, and that's why this gameplay is 30 minutes long. So, and I thought it was a pretty good one actually. So, but anyway, let's get down to the first news story, which is Battlefield 3 already outsells both bad company games, and according to VgChartz, which I know what you're thinking, VgChartz really unreliable source for sales and whatnot, but according to them, estimated data based on 3 weeks, Battlefield 3 has sold around 5.5 million units worldwide since launch. That's double Bad Company's sales, and just surpassing the total sales of Bad Company 2, which hovers around 5.5 million mark. So very good for Battlefield 3, which we've known that it has been doing pretty well in the sales department. So good to hear that it is selling better than the Bad Company series has, which is more of a I want to say infantry focus, but there's still vehicles around the map that you can hop on. But anyway, moving on to the next news story, which is rather short at first, but if you click on the link that's inside that little news story, there's a much longer news story, which is about Battlefield 3 nuclear plot angers Iranian gamers. And the short news story says the Americans are invading Iran in search of missing nuclear warheads in 2014. That is the scenario for a new video game which has sold millions of copies, aka Battlefield 3. But amid international concern over Iran's nuclear program, Battlefield 3 has angered young gamers in Iran itself, and many signed a petition calling for an apology. And like I said, that's just a really short news story from BBC, and there they have a link to a much longer news story about this with I think some developers from Iran went to Gamescom and E3 to shop around their games to Western audiences and whatnot, and I guess some people didn't or the Iranian people didn't really appreciate the plot in Battlefield 3, which I thought was really thin. I thought it wasn't very interesting to begin with, but yeah, I guess that's interesting news story. You wanna take a look at it? It's really long, like I said. So, but anyway, moving on to the actual patch notes for today's patch. So let's see. The headline says, and this is from Battlefield 3 blog, not the official one. So it says new squad interface, battle log features, server abilities in today's Battlefield 3 update. So here are the patch notes. So selected improvements in the November 22nd Battlefield 3 client-side update. A full list of changes is available on the battle log. So first point, general performance and loading time improvements. Black screen fixed for an issue occurring on some PC configurations. That was the second one, by the way. Third one, stereo and rendering support for NVIDIA and AMD graphics card. Fourth one, fixed several crashes that occur when joining multiplayer and co-op sessions. Fifth one, fixed a problem with high-speed mouse movement, aka native mouse acceleration. Sixth, you should no longer be able to damage a friendly vehicle when sitting in an open position. 7th, grenades now drop to ground if you get killed while attempting to throw it. Dangerous in hardcore mode, which that's kind of a good thing, because I've had many times where I'm about to throw a grenade and the grenade just magically goes back into my pocket and it doesn't blow up. So good thing that they're doing this. 8th, I think, you should no longer spawn too close to enemies in TDM, squad deathmatch, or conquest. 9th, a large number of damage and range tweaks on a number of weapons to fine-tune overall balance in the game. And to that point, later on I'll talk about that in a little bit more detail, because there's some confusion regarding some weapons, how much they've been nerfed or buffed up. But anyway, 10th point, added round duration and ticket summary at end of round screen, which I noticed today, and it's actually pretty nice to see that. 11th, fix a problem regarding key binding while playing. 12th, significant changes to the join squad interface, detail at the bottom of this post. And excuse me, it says selected improvements in the November 22nd Battlefield 3 PC server-side update. And it says a full list of changes is available at Battlelog. And the first one says EOD bot exploit fix, so you can no longer do the glitch where you and your buddy can play in hardcore, and one of the engineers would damage the EOD bot while the other one repaired it and got like 100,000 XP in just one game. So that was fixed, and those that did that glitch got reset. So yeah. But anyway, second point, several crash fixes. Third one, anti-stat padding measures taken, disallowing ranked servers to run obscure settings. And I guess by obscure settings they mean you can no longer start a server, or a match rather, just with one player, because I favorited a few of those servers to fly around in a jet or a chopper, to get better at them, or record like a few matches to make the guides that I'll be making. And about speaking of which, today I started making the Modern Game Studios version of my guide for the jets, and it'll be separated into two parts. One being well, it's mostly about knowing how to fly. That's what the first one is all about. But it's also about how to land the jet, and also how to use the Gatling gun to target ground vehicles, because there was no one else flying around with me, so I couldn't really engage any other flying aircrafts. So, but yeah, that's the first part, and the second part is going to be about how to use the unlockables, like which weapons to use against what kind of vehicles, and whether or not to use the flares or the the ACM gem or the extinguisher. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what the second part is going to be about. And then I'll make my own guide for my own channel, which will be probably a bit longer, because the first part of the guide that I made for the Modern Game Studio is around, I want to say around 8 minutes. I haven't rendered it yet. It's still in pieces, so to speak, but I'll put it together soon. I'll give it to them for approval, and hopefully it'll be ready to go by tomorrow, towards the end of the day probably, hopefully. So if you guys want to check that out, go to the Modern Game Studio channel probably by tomorrow at around, I don't want to say an exact time, but hopefully by tomorrow, towards the end of the day. But anyway, let's go back to the patch notes. Oh Christ, where was I? Okay, obscure settings, that's where I was. Okay, so that was the third one. And oh yeah, obscure settings. So I don't think there are any more of those servers where they let you start with just one player. So like I said, I had a few favorite servers where they let you do that, but they no longer do that. You need like 4 people or more to start a match now, so tough luck if you wanted to get into an empty server and fly around and learn how to, or get better at flying the jets or the choppers. But anyway, that was the third bullet point. The fourth one is improve team kill kick configuration. So I guess if you team kill, you get kicked. The fifth one is support for unranked servers. Unranked servers do not report players' scores to Battlelog, but server administrators can fully control all settings. And the next part is new added Battlelog functionality. Share your stats. The first bullet says ability to share your profile and stats pages to Facebook, Google+, and Twitter. The second one says user profile and stats pages on Battlelog can now be accessed without being signed into Battlelog if you know a user's URL. Third one says a single sign-on from Battlelog to Origin. If you're not logged into Origin and join a game server, Battlelog will automatically sign you into Origin in the background and join the game server. Now the next part says quick notes on squad changes in the November 22nd update. The first one says remove find me a squad option, which I don't know why they did that actually. I mean, I actually kind of like that, just being in a squad right off the bat instead of having to manually having to look for a squad, because I just want things to go faster, because if I'm able to just join a match and I'm already in a squad and just spawn in on one of my squad mates that's maybe in need of help, or is about to take a control point, but he needs another player to make it happen, then I can just spawn on him and help him out. But now I literally have to wait a few seconds before I can do that, because I have to choose a squad, have to join a squad, then I have to look for a player to spawn in if I can spawn on any of them. So if they're not all dead. But yeah, I mean, I kind of don't know why they did that. But anyway, the second one says allow players to join empty squads alone, thus having 1 out of 4 squad members, which I think is a good thing. The third one says change order of options to leave squad, invite a friend, switch team, and that's where it ends. The fourth one says disable privacy flag when one-man squad. I'm not sure what that is, but anyway. Fifth one says reset privacy flag from private to public when squad drops to 1 player. To 1 player. Yeah. Anyway, sixth one. All occupied squads will now show up color blue on the squad selection screen. I guess that's good. And that guy just got headshot before. He almost killed me, but didn't quite do it. Let's see. What was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so seventh. Players who choose not to join squads will also show up as blue in the not in a squad line. Eighth, squads that are currently empty will display as white. If you wish to join an empty squad, you can choose the first one marked with white text. And moving on to the next section, which is a detailed look at squad refinements. Today's PC client patch features numerous tweaks to squad functionality, and is part of our ongoing efforts to make it easier to play with friends and platoon mates. These changes will also be implemented for consoles when we release the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 updates shortly. Stay tuned for the exact date of the console's update. So it says, first we need to look at how joining with squads and platoons affects the balance of teams. Initially, servers are commanded to equal out each side, so joining with friends can impact that balance, while joining with platoons further hinders this. As a result, we have made some adjustments to the in-game squad management screen. For PC, you are now able to highlight the various squads and select which one you wish to join by selecting a squad and then clicking the Join Squad button. Please note that the squad privacy options still allow 2-man squads, which during 64-player sessions can lead to players with no squad position. the number of people with no squads will be shown at the bottom of the squad selection list. After the update is applied to consoles in the near future, you will be able to join squads by cycling through the list and selecting which squad you wish to join. And that's the end of the patch notes of the recent Battlefield 3 PC patch. So all around pretty good updates, I think. And well, let's move on to the next news story, which is related to the patch itself. So the news story itself says, or the headline rather, says DICE settles patch note confusion, UMP45, G3A3, SCAR H, TAC, light, and infrared scope. And it's kind of long, but I'll just read the whole thing, I guess. So Alan Kurtz, senior gameplay designer at DICE, later confirmed that, quote, the flashlight was not changed in this patch. The patch notes are correct, and also that there were, quote, no infrared changes in this update planned in the future, end quote. And when asked why they have been left out, Kurt simply responded, quote, it wasn't done in time. And Daniel Matros, global community manager at DICE, added that the IRND and flashlight fixes are in a later patch and didn't make it into this one. We found these changes to be more necessary than waiting. Of course, many of you may remember these three pictures of how the tactical light was to be nerfed, posted by Kurtz himself. However, Mattress clarified that it, quote, wasn't unofficial, quote, this will be in the patch, kind of a statement, end quote. And these statements also confirmed that another patch for Battlefield 3 is in the works, besides the console update that will be rolling out later this week. So maybe with the Back to Karkin expansion, we'll see all these small updates into the bigger patch. So I hope that's the way it happens. But and the news story says Alan Kurtz also spoke further of what types of changes were made to some of our favorite Battlefield 3 weapons. And it says many have been curious as to why changes to the UMP45 were left out of the patch notes list when in fact it was not. Quote, UMP is changed by the .45 cal weapons note. PDWR, twice to noted, had a unique change in addition to the group change, Kurtz clarified. When asked how could the G3A3 possibly still be useful after such a nerf, Kurtz responded, quote, damage over range and it's only lost a bit of damage up close. It's still competitive. Kurtz also assured us that the SCAR H has been nerfed only slightly up close. Very slightly. When asked, is this... that makes no sense. When asked, is this means it still now takes 4 shots up close to kill an enemy rather than 3, Kurt's answer, indeed, still would be the same in hardcore, the 3 shots. And lastly, last part of the news story. Lastly, as a follow-up to one of our earlier posts, this news story was from MP first, by the way. Daniel Matros further confirms that the consoles will be receiving 3 and 5 Flag Conquest maps in the upcoming Back to Karkin expansion pack due out this December. So finally, you console players out there will be able to try out 5 flag maps, such as this one that I'm playing on right now, Karg Island, and I guess it'll probably be Wake Island if I had to make a guess, after which map will have 5 flags on. So, but anyway, that's that for that kind of follow up to the patch notes news story. But there's still one more kind of news story, you could say. So, new Battlefield 3 dog tags available in the official DICE store. And the news story says the official DICE store is now offering you 4 class specific dog tags for you to proudly wear, on top of an already wide selection of Battlefield 3 t-shirts, hoodies, artwork, and much more. So I guess if you wanted a dog tag of you know, the assault class, the support class, the recon class, or the engineer class, you can get one. I'm not sure how much they cost actually. This is me going into the store. Never mind though. But yeah, it'll probably, if I had to take a guess, probably $20 or more, maybe 30 for a dog tag. I mean, I'm not sure how much they cost, but they look pretty cool. So I guess that's that, and that's pretty much all there is to all the news stories for today. So, and yeah, that was me failing with the. I think that was the SKS that I was using. So yeah, I think I had just unlocked it or something, and I wasn't having too much fun with it because I didn't have the foregrip and the laser sights, so I basically didn't have any stuff for it yet. But like I said, this is a not pretty old, but kind of old. I mean, 2 days old. I already have a lot of stuff for the SKS. I think I have close to 100 kills with the weapon, maybe 80 kills, I believe. Me going to battle log right now. I got 86 kills with it so far, so I almost got the infrared scope for it, and I've been told that the ACOG is the best scope for it, so guess we'll see once I get 175 kills with the gun, which will probably be later because I am really close to getting the M48-5. I only need how much more do I need? Less than 9,000 XP, so I almost got the M48-5, and after that I'll need like how much? 42,000 XP to get the M98B. So today's Tuesday, so hopefully another week and I'll get that weapon and get 100 kills with it. So like I've been saying, I don't know, for the past 3 weeks, the recon class will take a lot of time, but it'll be done. So, and in the meantime, like I said before, I think last time, the Jets guide will be made tomorrow because I have no time right now, really. But I'll try to make a few gameplay videos of me flying with the Jets and put them all together, to show you guys, how to actually use the jet effectively. Because some people just get into a jet and try to engage other people, but they usually don't have the right tools to do so, or don't have the tools just yet. So I'll try my best to tell you guys how to actually get a few points with the jets so you can unlock better stuff. Say you just started out, you are flying with nothing essentially, because when you start out you have nothing. You don't have flares, you don't have heat-seeking missiles, you have nothing, and it sucked. At least it did for me, because when I started playing the game, there were people already with the heat-seeking missiles, so it was really tough to get the flares, which are so needed to actually survive with the jets. But I got lucky. Like I think I got a kill with like a rocket, and I spawned into a jet, and as I was getting the points went to the jets instead of to my engineer class. So I got lucky there. So I was able to get the flares a little bit earlier than I should have. But I guess just real quick, a little tip for early jets users that maybe just got the game and want to get those flares as fast as they possibly can. I mean, the Gatling gun they start out with is very good. At first I thought it overheated way too quickly, and I still kind of do think that it overheats a little too quickly. But if you can stay in the air for long enough, do not go after the other jets, because you're probably not going to be able to kill them unless you know what you're doing. But try to go after ground vehicles, and hopefully if you put enough damage into them, someone will finish them off and you will get the assist points. And if you can keep adding assist points here, assist points there, you'll probably get 100 XP, or not 100, you need like 300 for the flares, so 300 XP just for the jets, just for them. You get the flares, and from then on it's all you essentially, because once you have the flares, you can defend yourself against I don't want to say everything, but kind of everything. I mean, that was kind of funny, right? That guy kind of runs out and still gets killed by my nade, so yeah, way to go there, buddy. But yeah, I mean, that Jets guy will be done tomorrow, like I said. So, but today I finished recording the Modern Game Studios version of the guide, and like I said, I'll upload it today. Hopefully, it'll be approved by tomorrow. And it's only like 8 minutes long, and it's only about how to fly the jets, how to use your Gatling gun effectively, and how to land actually. So if you guys having a hard time landing a jet, check out my guide once it's approved. So keep an eye to the Modern Game Studios channel. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all the update that I got as far as my channel goes, I guess. Because yesterday I kind of dropped the biggest bombshell ever. Because, me getting Modern Warfare 3, and oh my god, can I fail any harder? Seriously. But, yeah, I mean, and that nade just went right into my face. I don't know. But, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, Modern Warfare 3. Yeah, MW3, I went into the dark side, as it were, Whatever, it's just a game. I mean, right there, I jump out, bam, I die. What the hell? But yeah, probably should have. I deserved that because I bought Modern Warfare 3, so sad face. But I'll be buying the Hopodge, I think, recording device, capture card thingy, on Black Friday. Hopefully there'll be a deal on Amazon. I am hoping for that there will be anyway. But if there's not, I'll buy it that date anyway. And I don't know who the hell was shooting at me. I think there was a jet that was right behind me. But yeah, I mean, once I get the capture card, I'll start recording some Modern Warfare 3 gameplay and make some commentaries for it, and also play other games. Not just Modern Warfare 3. I mean, I have a bunch of Xbox 360 games, so hopefully get more, get other games in there too, like Gears of War 3, Reach, and I don't know what else. Probably Black Ops, Black Ops 2 for PC, for Xbox, because I only have a few Black Ops 2 games from PC, so maybe I can get more on Xbox, because I think I'm further along on Xbox than on PC. So I think I'm like level 39, I think, on Bad Company 2 360. So, but anyway, we'll see. Once I get the equipment. So, and yeah, I mean, the reaction has been mostly positive. There's been a few guys that have been saying, "No, don't do Modern Warfare 3," but like I said, I told you guys my reasons. I want my channel to, grow in, size, because everybody plays Call of Duty, I don't like that, I think it's a really noob-friendly game, but then again, if things are easy, it kind of sells. So, and I'm hoping that the people that play Call of Duty watch my videos, but also, hopefully they'll check out my Battlefield 3 videos, and, maybe they'll convert, so that's my hope, that, they see my Modern Warfare 3 videos, then they check out my Battlefield 3 videos, and they go purchase Battlefield 3, and, we can play all together and stuff, so, at least that's the hope. But, anyway, yeah, I mean, this gameplay is pretty much over at this point. It's like a minute left, but, yeah, if you are still listening to me, awesome, you are amazing, thank you. But if you stopped watching like 15 minutes ago, I understand. But anyway, guys, if you could, as always, comment on the video, leave feedback. Do you like this long ass format that I did today? And rate, thumbs up, thumbs down, please thumbs up. But anyway, don't forget to subscribe. Check out my channel. Check out the Modern Game Studios channel. For the Jets guide that I'll be uploading today and hopefully be done by tomorrow, or approved by tomorrow. But anyway, guys, I guess I'll be seeing you guys later. So goodbye.